If you want to successfully farm fish, you must have 3 or 4 things right. 1, you must have a good quality seed. The seed, I mean the fry. You must have obtained it from a certified hatchery where we are sure of the quality of the seed you're getting. Because currently on the market there's too much fish seed that is not good. Okay?
And welcome to this show. Today we are going to discuss fish and different types of fish. As you can see around here, we have a demo around, but we are discussing fish. And this expert is going to take us through what does it take to do fish farming. Yeah, just like in this country where I am, and we have different types of fish. We need him to take us through what does it take to start this venture. Your name, sir?
My name is Wanda Fred Tony. I work with an organization called Nafiri, where we basically do research on fish, and we also grow fish for the public where they can come and buy and take and eat it. So today what we have here on this table is that we have brought some demonstration on the different types of fish that are available, and those ones that are commercially farmed in Uganda. If you look at this tank here, we have a type of fish that is called Nile tilapia. So you have to realize that for the tilapia, there are very many species, but the one we recommend for farming is called the Nile tilapia. So why do we recommend the Nile tilapia? For the reason is that it grows slightly faster than the rest of the tilapines, because it also produces less, so that means lesser energy spent on reproduction than the other tilapia that are producing too much. So in the middle tank here, we have what is called the African catfish, in Uganda known as a mali. Okay? Yes, in Uganda here it's known as a mali. So the catfish is the second most commonly grown fish type in Uganda here. Okay? And it's mainly grown in earthen ponds. But whereas for the tilapia, there's too much advancement in cage fish farming that has happened right now. Okay? That is leading the farming of the Nile tilapia in cages. And we have a very good number of cage facilities and people who are operating. So the other fish you see here is called the miracle. Now we have had this fish for some time because it was introduced into Uganda from Israel. Okay? So we have had this fish, but it has not been so popular. It has not been popularized by the scientists who are farming it, but mainly found in cold areas. Farmers in cold areas such as areas of Bugisu. It was one time also in Chigeze. So that is where we have the miracle. Okay. Now, in order for you to be successful, if you want to successfully farm fish, you must have 3 or 4 things right. 1, you must have a good quality seed. The seed, I mean the fry. You must have obtained it from a certified hatchery where we are sure of the quality of the seed you're getting. Because currently on the market there's too much fish seed that is not good. Okay? So, and secondly, you must also have the feed. The feed must be of good quality. Okay? The feed you're using should be of a very good quality so that you can actually benefit. What is written on their pack should be the real thing that is inside. Okay? Because when we are looking at how good the feed is, we look at what is called the FCR, or known as the food conversion ratio. Okay? Because a feed with a lower FCR means that you're going to use less of it in order to produce a unit mass of a particular fish. And then we also look at the knowledge an individual has. Does one have any training in this business? Okay? Because fish farming is not, it requires actually training. One requires a lot of knowledge so that you can manage the facility very well. So if you have that in place, you are ready to manage a fish farm. Okay? And one other thing I can say, in Uganda here currently, fish farming is done mainly in cages for the tilapias, and then in the earthen ponds and some concrete tanks for the African catfish, and also the Nile tilapia. But if you're going to do your ponds in an earthen pond, if you want to construct it, if you want to excavate the land, there are about 3 factors you have to consider. One, you look at the nature of soils. We require soils that are able to hold water. Okay? We don't want soils whereby the water will just seep through, but we require those soils that have some bit of clay in them, so that when succulent, they are able to hold water. We also look at the quality, the water. Now in water, we look at 2 aspects. We look at its quality and then quantity. Okay? For the quality, we look at aspects that make the water good for fish farming, such as the dissolved oxygen, the salinity, the temperature. And then when you look at the quantity, you want this water here to be abundant in large, huge numbers throughout the whole period of production. Okay? So, and the third aspect we look at is what is called the topography. Because if an area is gently sloping, it makes pond construction much easier. However, if an area is so steep, the construction of a pond becomes much difficult and very expensive. So when we look at those factors there, and then we design the ponds. You get someone technical to design for you the pond. A standard pond currently in East Africa, they're talking about something that is 1,000 meters squared. Okay? So people can design for you that, and then you grow fish. However, I have to warn you on the type of fish that you have to grow. It must be based on research, on knowing what quality of water you have, and also look at your target market size. What is your market niche? Because that is why you're going to sell your fish. And that is very interesting. Yeah.
Yes, fish, 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 fish. The expert speaks that. What if I'm a farmer who wants to start doing fish farming? You said the requirement and the people, the viewers, have heard you very well. How much money do I need to start fish farming?
The aspect of money is dependent on what is your target output. Okay? Because money will also go, the amount of money you spend will also determine what facility you're using and also what type of feeds you're using. For instance, if one intends to go to do intensive fish farming, intensive simply means having many fish in a small unit. Okay? So that will require management of aspects. Even the quality of feed you use is an expensive feed, it's not a cheap feed. So the element of money is actually dependent on one's goals. What do you intend to produce? Okay? What do you intend to produce? If you intend to produce so much, that means the capital investment also at the beginning has to be a lot. Because when we talk of capital investment, or the money that you put in terms of fish farming, the most expensive of all this investment here is in the feed. The feed currently, fish, having a good quality fish feed, it's high, it's expensive, okay, in Uganda. Due to the current taxes that have been levied on the feeds that are coming from outside. So that has made the feeds quite expensive. And also, for the cages, it's a one-time investment of buying cages. After a long time is when you can change it. But for the feeds, it's something you have to keep on feeding daily. And that is where you have determined what amount you need to produce and what is the market. Yes.
Is fish farming a profitable venture that anybody can start?
Yes, fish farming is profitable if you plan it well. Okay? The most important thing is to draw out a budget. The budgets are usually very important, okay, for you in order to benefit from fish farming. But what I can tell you, the first 2 seasons, you may not get the profits as you expected. Okay? Because if you look at other costs that are involved, you'll find that it will need you like 3 seasons in order to begin realizing those profits. Okay, so that is the beauty with it. It is not something you can just invest one and then give up. No, it is the money keeps coming. All right, that is what I can tell you.
Yes. You said it is profitable. Where can I sell my fish?
All right, now there are a number of buyers right now who are taking the fish. Okay, for people who are doing it in cages, because they have many tons. They have buyers who come with their trucks of ice and usually take the fish for export to the neighboring countries in markets such as in Rwanda and then in DRC. Okay, but also locally, yes, fish is bought in our markets. Fish is bought in our markets and people come. For Uganda's case, you have to get the fish, the size of fish that the farmers would want. Okay, Ugandans mainly do not like small fish at least. And the fish, if it is a Nile tilapia from 300 grams to 500 there, that is acceptable. Okay? But the bigger the fish, they will like it. Yes.
Right. For those of you who speak Luganda, who speak other languages, next time you are coming to ask the expert in Luganda, probably you are going to be at your place. You said you are coming from Nafiri, right? Kajansi. Soon I'm going to the source where the farmers, the expert, farm these fish from. I think it will be the right time for you to know and ask those questions you've been asking me. Just stuck on this show, on the Farmers Hub, then we shall be bringing you many things related to fish farming, and I think they will not go wrong. You tell them to watch this program on the Farmers Hub.
Now, to all farmers out there in Uganda, knowledge is very important if you want to do fish farming. And this hub here is a center where you can share knowledge with your other colleagues. So we bring to you information that is going to help you in order for you to grow your fish well and also market it properly. So keep watching the Farmers Hub. You're welcome. My name is Wanda Fred. Once again, your tutor for this day. Thank you.
And make sure you continue watching Naro, and I'm going to be giving you the hashtag. Even on Twitter, you're going to be seeing this kind of developments, this kind of fish farming. I'll be bringing you various fish farming perspective. What does the fish eat? How does it breathe? Where you sell it? Up to the plate. Those people who want to eat fish, I'll be bringing you. Hopefully when I go to Nafiri, I'll be able to taste fish very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the Farmers Hub. Continue subscribing and comment for other programs. I sign out.